This is funny, Josh, because I came across a tweet of somebody talking about these underground bunkers that a lot of the ultra rich are creating. And then in conspiracy theory, you talked about the same thing. Not the same tweet, but the same thing.
So according to New York Post, Mark Zuckerberg is building a $100 million Hawaii compound with massive underground bunker. Mark Zuckerberg is reportedly building a sprawling $100 million compound, complete with an underground bunker and its own food and energy sources, and a secret project suggesting the social media mogul is trying to conceal his doomsday preparations. Do you think they knew something, or do you think that this is what I always wonder? When you have so much money that you don't have to think about money anymore, does your whole life just become about how do I stay alive? Because you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you and I were like, well, we gotta make sure we can pay our bills and stuff. But if you don't have to think about that anymore, then you just becomes, how do I stay alive? How do I make sure that there's not some freak accident?
Because you think all these people are crazy. They're having an interaction with somebody, they're thinking they're gonna poison me. They could kill me.
Dude. It could be.
Think how paranoid they'd be. So then he's like, okay, well, let's make a. I know. Let's build a massive underground bunker just in case. Just in case.
So do you think that's what it is, or do you think that it's more like how like all these CEOs left their companies right before the C happened?
Yeah, I know.
You hearing about that?
I did hear about that. It's probably a little bit of both.
You think so?
He probably got some insight, or I mean, he's not an idiot. Clearly, he built this website that everybody and their mom and grandma use. You want to know what I really think?
Tell me.
I don't think he knows anything, personally, and I think what is happening is he's just like me. He's sitting there on YouTube looking things up. And he comes across this YouTuber who I watch. And he's a guy who made this awesome underground bunker. And Zuckerberg is like, oh my gosh, that is so awesome. Dude, if this guy could do it, and he just only has money from YouTube, imagine what I could build. I'm going to hire all these people. And he's just excited. I'm going to build this whole thing. Oh, and I'll do it in Hawaii because I love surfing. So his whereas for me, when I saw that video, I thought, you know what? I could make a doghouse underground, and I could build a retaining wall. It's not going to cost that much money, and I won't really have to consult anybody. Whereas Zuckerberg, his level of fun is like completely else. But we both saw the same YouTube video, the YouTube series, which was very inspirational. So I think that's what he saw, and he has the suspicions, just like us, that 2024 is going to bring the end of the world, or according to you, just be an amazing year. And so he decides, well, you know what? I don't know. So I'm going to build a $100 million underground compound, which would be cool. Don't get me wrong. That would be very cool.
What? So tell me about these links that you posted.
See, now this is what's interesting.
Okay.
So this person, and they did get fact checked, Josh, but on Twitter, they were like, it was just a retaining wall that Biden was building. Okay. But I revealed that Joe Biden was building an underground bunker in his Delaware home 2 weeks ago. A week later, it was revealed that Mark Zuckerberg, along with 14 other billionaires, are building underground bunkers. All of these will be completed before the winter of 2024.
Well, look, you built a retaining wall, but in the event of a tornado or something, you could take shelter inside of it.
Would I get sucked out of the door? How does that work?
I don't
probably not
think so, but you
have
to let me know.
Yeah, okay. So then they fact checked him and said it was a retaining wall. Then he came back with a rebuttal. You might skim down on that. Community notes is added again. A construction worker gave me this information, and I uploaded photos of them working in the front yard. In the front of his yard, you can have a retaining wall anywhere, and it was inside of his house specifically.
Oh,
the wall can be used as an entrance to the vault. For them to claim there is no evidence is literally insane. Literally insane. Just yesterday, we had to remove 2 community notes from one post. All right, whatever. I'm just complaining. So,
they're censoring me. I'm just trying to talk about the retaining wall inside of Joe Biden's house.
So it's interesting, Josh. Now, because Joe Biden, who is creating the policies, and he's making an underground, then I'm like, maybe Zuckerberg's onto something.
He's like, maybe we should build a wall, a retaining wall inside
the house, in the cabinets.
All right, and then so you link to another tweet that says,
Oh, yes, and then he says, the same guy, in 2019, the year before the election, politicians and celebrities were investing in Pfizer and hospitals. In 2023, the year before the election, and we see them investing in underground bunkers and spaceships. It's just something to think about, Josh. You know,
are they investing more in spaceships than they were a few years ago?
I don't think
is this just a reference to Elon Musk?
Probably.
Hey, Elon Musk, he's got that spaceship thing, and Zuckerberg's got the bunkers.
Yeah, this seems a little bit like.
I'm sure this was a fun tweet for him to write and be like, "Oh, this is gonna get it." And he's I see he's verified, so hopefully he made some good money on this.
He did. He did.
He made some money on this tweet.
To be honest, if I had unlimited money, and I would build an underground bunker for 2024 as well.
I would too. I would too.
Yes.
It'd be fun.
It'd be fun and safe. You would know that you were going to be okay.
Yeah. It's like, look, we're going to learn a lot from this project, and we'll have peace of mind every night when we fall asleep in here, just in case we wake up and it's the end of the world.
Think about how much you have to do to make an underground bunker to be livable. There can be a lot of mold that appears, Josh. You got to have fresh air down there constantly. Got to have a whole system for that.
And then it's like, okay, so the underground bunker he's building is like a mansion essentially.
Of course.
So it's like, what do? Just invite your family and friends. Hey, everybody, come on down to Hawaii. It seems like the end of the world is here. And then you'd all just like live there. Like if you have a bunker just your family, what's even the okay? So you just hope that one day you can come out and there's people. What do you do?
I guess. I don't know.
I mean, repopulate the earth?
Hopefully not with them. But what I'm trying to say, Josh, is for $100 million, that would actually be smaller than you would think. That underground bunker would be small. The amount of welding that a person has to do for that, I cannot even imagine how much.
This is a poor man's, rich man's bunker. He needs to invest more. He's got more. He needs more.
He really does. He actually probably should invest $300 million in this, and he could get what he wants.
Zuck, come on, buddy. The Zucker bunker.
He's going to be disappointed by his underground bunker by the end of it. Is what I'm saying.
This is it. This is
That's
what $100
exactly
million
the face
bought
he
me?
would make. Where's my jiu-jitsu gym?